Power Productivity, Getting Stuff Done by Keeping Your Promises. And we're with Chris Stanton. And Chris is from New Jersey, and he flew all the way out here to Southern California to spend some time with us here in the Big Opportunity. He's been a long-time member, been with us 11 years, and just told me that it didn't come to his first main event until he was actually with us for 3 years. And
Right.
yeah, so and I'm really grateful for all the people that you have sent to us over the years. I imagine there's got to be at least 30 to 50 people that have become members of iReferral only because of you and your influence. So I'm very grateful for that. You've been a great model for what we do, and you, not just by what you say, but who you are, the way that you represent the principles of iReferral only. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. So I was thinking about this model. I showed this to you a little bit earlier, and I just want to show this to you one more time, and then I want to see where you find yourself on this model, and then see what we can do to help you move in the direction that would be important to you. So this represents the different phases that businesses go through. And if this line right here, we'll call this the timeline right here, and that line represents years, or could be months, it could be days, and then this is income and growth. And there are people who are right now, over time, they're regressing. And in regression, you see it, they have no structure, there's no boundaries, no language skills, referring and referability is non-existent. And many people are trying in many ways to get back to the good old days. Like, gosh, we could just get back to the good old days when things just happened. Remember those days?
Yes.
You just come into the office and things would happen, and it's not coming back. And then there's another level, it's called static. It's where people are just stuck where they're at right now. They can't get past a deal a month or 2 deals a month, or even a deal every other month, and business is static. And what I usually find with people, those are, they've got limited amount of skills, and they resist any type of change, they resist any type of training. You see them when you present an idea to them, oh no, that wouldn't work. There's kind of a know-it-all perspective. But you look at their life, it's pretty static, it's status quo. And then you see people who are having incremental growth. Those are people who are slight growth, and you see people going from having 1 year they make $35,000, and the next year they make $40,000, and the next year they make $45,000, incremental. And usually it's nothing that they're doing, it's pretty much the outside forces are doing that, meaning that they've been in the business longer, so more people know them, they stay in touch with more people, maybe just their mailing list expands. They're not really intentional about it, it's just natural growth. And they're good people, they got good discipline and some good self rituals. And then where things start to really happen for people is you get really progressive. And that starts to happen when you start to put rituals in place, like a Smart Start morning ritual. You start to work on your big opportunity. You really start to have some good accountability. But when things start to really change, when you start to accelerate, you start to multiply, and you start to go exponential, is when you start to get other people involved. And you've learned that over time.
Yes.
Is that if you want to accelerate your growth, hire some really good loan officers. If you really want to multiply that, hire some super loan officers. And if you want to accelerate that and you want to really go exponential, combine technology with really great people. And where are you in this continuum now? Knowing that the industry has contracted, the mortgage business has gone through all these different phases. And so if you were to say, here's where I'm at and I want to go to this next level, or here's where I'm at and what I want to do, where would you say you are?
I'm probably at the progressive.
Okay, yeah. So at this level right here?
Yeah.
Okay. And describe to me what that means to you. You're at the progressive level.
Based upon year after year, I've always had an increase in income, anywhere from 10 to 15%.
Okay.
Consistently over the last 15 years.
Okay.
I'm at the point now where I have my steady flow of clients, 8 to 10 transactions a month. Of which 95% are referrals from past clients, things like that, people doing repeat business with me.
Okay. And how much time has this taken you?
I'm working probably about 30 hours a week.
Okay, 30 hours a week. And how do you manage that? What's the secret to that?
The secret is having the systems in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what kind of support do you have around you?
I have a processor and a client care coordinator.
Describe those two people to me.
My client care coordinator takes care of, on a daily basis, updating new clients, people that inquire, handling all different kinds of clerical functions. We do a lot of, when the first client comes in, we do a lot of correspondence with them. We do the turbulence letter with the little Balsawood airplane. They take care of handling all of those things. When the loans get approved, we send like a cookie basket to their
Okay.
place of business. That's the functions that they usually handle.
Okay.
For the processor, she pretty much, once we do the initial consultation, we have the loan application completed, she'll take it from there and see it out, until completion. Only really getting me back involved if an issue should come up that she wasn't able to address on her own. Then I would have to just step back into the loan and just give her some direction on where she needed to go.
Mm-hmm. So where do you spend your time?
I spend the majority of my time with my clients, doing initial consultations. I spend a majority of my time working to develop new marketing strategies.
Mm-hmm. And what about the other loan officers, the 6 loan officers?
And probably 40% of my time would be spent working with the other loan officers that work for me.
And so you have 6 of them?
Yes.
Okay, and in that 40%, what is that 40% time? I'm curious. What?
It's probably about 2.5 hours a day.
Okay.
Whether I'm, with them, meeting with their clients, working on their language skills, their dialogue skills,
Okay.
helping them implement some of the strategies that I have in place and some of the structures that I have in place to make sure everybody's on the same page and we're all, marching to the same beat. Just, makes it easier for me to accomplish the things that I need to do.
Mm-hmm. And are you troubleshooting with them? Are you involved in their loans?
Yeah, troubleshooting, but
Okay.
I've been doing it a long time, so I'm pretty good.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
able to
Pinpoint?
pinpoint
Okay, okay.
and on to the next.
No.
It's not hours of labor intense.
All right. So these 6 people, are they progressing at the same level? Are they, if we were to take it up, if we wanted to really accelerate your growth, what it would involve is the efficiency of these 6 people, the effectiveness of these 6 people. So I'm over at what level are they at right now? If I was to look at each one of them, where would they be? Are they incremental?
4 would probably
Yeah.
be incremental,
Okay.
and then 2 would probably be static.
Yeah, okay, good, yeah. And that's the insight that you want to get is in order for you to accelerate, you've got to get these people to progress. You got to get them up to your level in order to push you up to this next level.